Have you ever just looked at your cat and wondered, seriously, what is going on in that mysterious little head? Well, today we are going to crack the code on feline affection. And trust me, you might be shocked to find out they've been talking to you this whole time.
I mean, it's a total roller coaster, right? One minute, they're this purring, perfect ball of fluff on your lap. The next, you're getting the cold shoulder and you have no idea what you did wrong. It's enough to make you wonder, but what if I told you the love is absolutely there? You just need the right decoder ring to see it.
And this right here is the key. This is where we have to totally shift our perspective. See, we're looking for these big, loud, human-style declarations of love. But cats, they are masters of subtlety. They don't shout their affection from the rooftops. They signal it in 100 tiny, quiet ways.
So let's just bust the biggest myth right out of the gate. The idea that cats are aloof and just don't care. It's not that they don't love us. It's that for years we've been trying to measure their love with, like, a dog's ruler. A cat's affection isn't about jumping up and down and barking with joy. It's about trust. It's about a shared sense of calm. And this is the tough part, because without meaning to, we often misread their signals and do things that actually stress them out. We think we're showing love by, grabbing them for a big hug or petting them endlessly, but what we're actually doing is pushing them away. The good news, though, with just a few small tweaks, we can change that whole dynamic.
Okay, let's get into the good stuff. These are the foundational signals, right? The building blocks of feline trust. If you can get these right, you are well on your way to a much, much deeper connection with your cat.
Okay, think about it from their perspective. Out in the wild, closing your eyes in front of another creature is the ultimate act of vulnerability. So when your cat gives you that slow, deliberate blink, it is not a sign that they're tired. It is a profound statement. It's them saying, I trust you so much that I can let my guard down completely around you. It's basically their version of a heartfelt kiss. And here is the magic part. You can do it back. Next time you catch your cat's eye from across the room, just try it. Soften your gaze, no intense staring, and just slowly blink. You're not just copying them, you are speaking their language. You're saying, hey, I see you and I trust you too. It is a surprisingly powerful moment, for real. Now, let's talk about sound. Your cat might not understand a single word you're saying, but they are absolute experts at reading your tone. As you can see here, a soft, kind of high-pitched voice, that's like a lullaby to them. It signals comfort, safety. But a sharp, loud tone, even if you're just excited to see them, can sound like an alarm bell going off in their super sensitive ears. So we've covered those direct signals. Now let's kind of zoom out a little bit and talk about the environment you're creating. Because trust isn't just built in these quick little moments. It's built on a steady foundation of respect for their space and, honestly, for who they are. I know. It is so hard. You just want to scoop them up for a cuddle. But you have to remember, cats are wired as both predators and prey. When we force an interaction, it triggers their prey instinct and they feel trapped. But when they choose to come to you, that's their curious predator side taking over. And that is a genuine sign of trust and affection. So, how do you become this magnetic, approachable person they want to come to? Easy. Think of yourself as a human charging station. Just sit calmly. Read a book. Just relax. Your quiet, non-demanding energy makes you an incredibly inviting space. Before you know it, their curiosity is going to win out, and they'll come over to you to, recharge on your calm presence. This one is a total game changer. When it comes to cats, you have to think less is more. A few gentle strokes around their cheeks and under their chin, where their scent glands are, followed by a pause, is so much more loving to them than a long, full-body petting session that can just get way too overstimulating way too fast. Just watch them and let them be your guide.
And how do you know when they've had enough? Oh, they will tell you. While a dog's wagging tail is pure joy, a cat's twitching or thumping tail is often a very polite but very firm, okay, I'm done now. It's not that they're mad, it's just their way of setting a boundary. And respecting that signal, that's a massive trust builder.
Okay, so we've covered how to build trust by respecting their space. Now let's dig into how to proactively strengthen that bond by engaging their natural instincts. This is where the real fun begins. Look, every single cat, no matter how fluffy or lazy they seem, has a tiny tiger living inside. And that tiger needs to hunt. Just dangling a toy in their face is, well, it's boring. But if you make that toy act like prey, make it dart behind the sofa, freeze, and then scurry away,
Now you're not just playing, you are speaking to their deepest, wildest instincts. And that makes it the most exciting and bonding game you could possibly play together.
This might look super simple, but for a cat, this is profound. Cats don't have calendars, they don't have clocks, so a predictable routine is literally their anchor in the world. Knowing that food will show up at the same time or that playtime happens after their nap, that eliminates a huge source of anxiety for them. You're not just their owner, you become the reliable keeper of their peaceful world. We've made it to our final, and maybe the most powerful way to connect with your cat. And it's not about what you do, it's all about what you don't do. That's right. In our busy, go world, this is the hardest thing for us. But sometimes, the most profound way to connect with your cat is to simply be with them. No petting, no talking, no expectations. Just sharing the same quiet space. Cats are masters of just being in the moment. When you put away your phone, turn off the TV, and just breathe, you create this bubble of calm energy that they are naturally drawn to. Your stillness tells them that the world is safe, that everything is okay. This shared, quiet presence is probably the deepest form of communion you can have with a cat.
So, let's put it all together. That cat you thought was being aloof or distant? They're not. They've been trying to talk to you this entire time, sending you these little love notes in the form of slow blinks and quiet companionship. The challenge was never on them to act more like us. It was always on us to learn their beautiful, subtle language. So I want you to look over at your cat right now. Are they slow blinking from across the room? Are they just sitting quietly, sharing your space? Now that you know the signs, what secret signals of affection have you been missing? The conversation has already started. All you have to do is listen.